Hello, everybody. Where do you want to go today? That was an oopsie. That was not. Welcome back, my friends. Oh, someone just left. What poor timing. We don't have a lot left to do except go to the moon. What do we have here? Oh yes, I did some practice yesterday and tried taking up extra crew members. And it all went terribly well until I came back to Kerbin and landed on a continent, and the altitude was higher than I had my parachute settings for, and I panicked at the last second and changed. Instead of decreasing the minimum pressure, I increased the minimum pressure, which made things even worse. And just like, ah, that would have been horrible to have done on stream. Who do we got here? 6th channel on Mixer. Welcome aboard. Jev John. Love Kerbal. I'm fairly new to it, as title on the page may suggest. It's actually my 12th day playing. Got probably a total of 30 hours. So we've done a few things. Let's get out of here. I don't think that ship is quite ready for the moon. And this is all we have unlocked. So we've got some stuff to do. Alright, atmospheric observational temperature, 2.5 meter. That's for a fairly big, that's fairly broad, isn't it? Let's see, ferry 2 tourists safely back to their destination. That's interesting. So where do they want to go? I haven't seen this mission before. Just ate something a little spicy. Had to wait till my nose wasn't runny. Let's see. So what is their itinerary? We don't know. Is there a way to know? Oh, there we go. No. Shit. There's got to be a way to know where they want to go before you agree to take the mission. Keep them alive and show them a good time. No martinis on the spaceship. Yeah, I think we gotta go to the moon. The mun. The humana. Explore the moon. Well, we would need UVA capability for that, wouldn't we? Wow, Gene likes it. In the grand scheme of things, we know very little about the moon. Let's see if we can explore it a bit further. Simply head to the moon. And pass it by. Easy as pie. No risk at all. Now sign this waiver. Sometimes science throws a curveball and we need to ask the hard questions. Like how and why. And by we mean you. Head to the moon! It would be somewhat disconcerting if all our missions to the moon were one-way trips. Bring one back to the moon. Bring one back to the moon. We get a fairly sizable advance. I think this is what we got to do. We got to do a moon flyby. Dev John on Twitch is saying, yeah, you want EVA and to plant a flag. This mission specifically doesn't ask for that. I think we just need to orbit the moon. Ooh, and it never expires. Yeah, we'll want to do all of those things. I think we'll get quite a bit of science just for doing the flyby. And then perhaps unlock some better junk. Like right now, I think we've got the crappy landing gear. Excuse me. So, landing will be a little bit rough. And I don't think I'm ready for, oh man, I forgot about antennas. Or not antennas, but, what am I thinking? Solar panels. Which we can do, right? Yeah, we'll take a look at it. Alright, so what I have set up here it's pretty unstable. It's so tall and thin. But it'll do a orbit and return. Excuse me. It probably needs another parachute if we want to keep the lower crew compartment intact. Marva, no worries. Ooh, which kind? The grabby face kind? Marva's been slaughtering leviathans in Subnautica. It is kind of fun. Guys, you can stop waving. I'm not ready yet. So, most of this design was based on our previous test. I'm pretty sure I want to take all of this. But the rest of it, not so sure about. Ooh. It's going to be awfully tall. That should be fine though. I'm thinking we'll go with 400 and a smaller engine probably. We shouldn't need that much to return. That might be enough. Terrier. But it's better at sea level. 250%. Wow, the Terrier is really good at sea level. Or is that a point? 14.783? Seems fairly specific. Yeah, it has to be because there's no way that's 100,000. So the Thumper is still better at sea level. 250, 205, 167. Fishy McGrabby face, yes. Exterminating, actually. You're just trying to clear the whole map. I think my part limit is now 60, because pretty sure I upgraded this building while no one was looking. Facility level 2, so that should be at least 60. It should be at least twice what it was, wasn't it? But do I have to... Let's just throw an engine on real quick. Well, that doesn't tell me much. Where do I look for my maximum parts? I don't know. That's not what we want to do, though. If we want to... Okay. Fuel tank. A smaller... Well, depending on the mass. 1.5, 1.25... 2.5, so... 215 versus 240, so... This is heavier. But this is more efficient, it seems like. 205 versus 167. 240 versus 215. So, and this is heavier, so this seems like it would be better in every way, unless there's just more controllability. Am I missing something? If you're going to take the crew cabins, then you need some radial tanks and engines. Radial tanks? I don't think I have radial tanks. Unless you're talking about just like, yeah, that's liquid. Not just liquid, you need something like an oxidizer. So, unless you're just talking about sticking something on the side. Is that what we're talking about? It's a revenge mission. Yeah, she'd probably appreciate that. Although there is a whole big planet out there once you get past the drop-off. And we're assuming... Well, no, we could hear the sound of the Reaper Leviathan. So we're pretty sure that's what took her down. Oh, neutron lover. That's a shame. Just attach the regular tanks radially, yes. Why am I doing that? Just so that it... So that my center of mass is... I guess lower. It would lower everything, wouldn't it? This doesn't seem right. I'm missing something. And if I put an engine below here, then it's not going to get any fuel, is it? Oh, okay, so the swivel has better gimbaling. Or some gimbaling, I think it would probably be. Mysterious Red Flame, welcome aboard. What's up with you? I'm trying to figure out how to get to the moon and back. Well, that's going to block my cockpit. Or I guess I can block my cockpit or my windows. Are you sure this is right? This just doesn't seem right. King Akira, welcome aboard. You guys ever want to see some awesome streaming in Japanese? Watch some King Akira. And if you speak Spanish or English instead, then he can accommodate you. Just let him know. Oh, cool. So if you want to see someone good at Kerbal Space Program, you should go watch King Akira. I've got the Discord channel. Go ahead and throw yours in chat as well, in case anyone wants to join that. Let me see if I can... Seems like half the time I try to generate a link, it doesn't work. Alright, set this link to never expire. If I can just find... There we go. Is that going to go in? That'll work. Looks like the one it posted before. Cool. Thanks, it's always good to see you. Alrighty. I feel like I'm just looking at a screen and not doing anything. I think I need the video from yesterday. What was that? What did we even do? We finally made an orbit. I think we came back, got credit for it, and then we ran around and got just a few more science points by doing an EVA report or two. Oh, thanks for the sub, Mysterious Red Flame. Oh, so you're planning on me landing. Okay. The goal for tonight's project, we are going to... I thought we were going to orbit the moon and return, but it looks like someone has other plans for me. Looks like Hanyuhime wants me to go ahead and well, you're not the only one. So, looks like the plan is for me to land on the moon and return. You do want me to return, right? Alright, so if we're doing this, we still want just one engine, but will the fuel get to the engine this way? I'm a little worried about that. Oh, I also... Since this is going to be a little bit heavy, won't I need a heat shield? Or will I not need a heat shield? That should be enough. Although it does look rather tiny. That's not right. Get on there. There we go. Ah! What is it with this thing? Let's see. General. I'll try it from the general. No, that's the same link. Few things have made me feel as ill-prepared, ignorant. Few things have made me feel as ignorant as trying to get this Discord thing to work. Link setting, never expire, maximum number of uses, no you grant temporary membership. Oh, maybe I need to grant temporary membership. Dig those crazy xylophones. Nowhere specific. That's... Huh. And because it's generating the same thing when I try to generate the link for one of the specific channels, the general channel. I think that's going to post the same link. You can't even see what link it's giving you, and just gotta hit the copy button. Urgh. Oh, that's... Oh, Steam profile? I think it's Akae 0, same as the YouTube, which is an indication of how old that is. Where is my Steam? There it is. No, it's just Akae. A-K-A-E-I. Kind of had to stop using that because no one in America could pronounce it. Some of the things I got called. Not pretty. Oh, okay. Yeah, that should work. And then also, my Discord server is T_Ray_TV. So, I think that's how someone actually found it yesterday. Maybe Baby Dragon. I don't remember. But anyway, yeah, it's... I apologize for my ignorance. And what do we want to do here? We're probably going to want to put nose cones on there. To make it look like nice blue eyes, I guess. Family Rodent, thanks. How do you know I'm awesome? I am trying to conceal my awesomeness, so there's no way you could possibly know. But thanks anyway. It is kind of creepy, especially when I slow down a little bit. Not really a good moonshot voice, though. Oh, also I have all kinds of effects on trying to get the noise out of the system. My cheap headset puts a lot of hum and stuff in there. What are we going to do? I keep waiting for Hanyo Hime to suggest what I'm supposed to do next. Creepy, but awesome. Oh, if that's the trade I have to make, this is not going to work. I'm already showing that there's no thrust, and I'm assuming that's because there's no fuel going to the engine. How are we going to fix that? Oh, I could put radial mount engines here, couldn't I? I'd have to drag them through the atmosphere. Well, I don't know if the crew cabin... How much do these weigh? 0.9 tons. So if I do this... Oh, that went to double. Nah, it went to double. Sort of like that. That gives me thrust at least. I'm not particularly happy with it, but it would work. Ditch the swivel. Put terriers on the... Oh, okay. True humility leads to greatness. That explains our president. I think I'm gonna need a tissue. Oh. Alright, so alright, I'll ditch the swivel. Really? Your parents call you T-Ray. My parents call me, what do they call me? Tommy, I think. Alright, so we ditch the swivel. Then you want me to put on... Oh, where'd that go? Terriers. What happened there? Oh, then I'll need what the heck? Okay, so I need to get rid of the thuds. But I guess we'll want to have a way to get rid of those as well, won't we? So we'll need some decouplers once we get down to the serious drag in the atmosphere. That look right? Oh, did that work? Yes, that worked so much better than yesterday. I'm still going to need that. Oh, goodness. That's going to come down to at least another stage. Don't forget the staging. Alright. So I'm taking it. Oh, I'll need some landing gear too. Darn it. So I need to mount these higher. If we're going to land. I mean, the plan is to land, right? Oh, they still want to level out. I don't think my landing gear will go that low. I love that Bill Cosby joke where growing up his dad he'd always get mad at his sons and call his brother Russell, damn it, and he'd call Bill, or he'd always yell at Bill and say Jesus Christ, and he'd always yell at Russell and say damn it. And then one time Dad got mad and called him damn it. And he said, but Dad, I'm Jesus Christ. You know what? I think he actually tells that joke better than I do. That could have been tragic. Do we already have one on there? Oh, what the heck is going on there then? We need 2 heat shields. Why do I have... Okay, that's not connected. That's connected, right? Okay. So, stage that. These fire. I need another stage for that. Okay. Alright, and so out of the atmosphere. And between the fuel and the thrust, that should be enough for most of the trip to and once we reach orbit. Alright, family. Or Rodin. Or Rodan. Probably Rodin. We'll see you next time. Yeah, I can't really take credit for that joke, but yeah, as much as Bill Cosby has given us to hate him for, he's given us a few things to like him for too. That's what I want to focus on. I guess I gotta pull my head out of the sand. Alright, so I think probably also going to need a middle stage for high altitude and Earth orbit, or Kerbal orbit. Kerbal orbit? Kerbal orbit. And then it's pretty weird when the noun sounds like an adjective. And then the sun sounds like the adjective for Kerbin. For Marguerite! And Bart was pretty cool too. It's a tragedy. And we can assume that he died. It's weird, isn't the trailer that they made? It almost seems like he's still alive when the Aurora gets shot down. But then they like do a instant aging on the base that he's in. So obviously he's been dead for a while. Those PDAs, they hold up over time. The tanks are too big? Not the engine that's too big? I just gotta ditch it. We still want the Terrier. So the Terrier is just lighter, so that would be good if all we're doing is the moon and returning. Yeah. Kind of hated his father, but I had to like Bart. I don't even remember the Torgal? Bart Torgal? That seems a little low. We can probably do that. That'll also make the landing gear a little bit easier. Do we want quad or more, do you think? We also don't have a ladder, but we'll have a jetpack, right? Can I mount that any lower? Not really. Well, if I mount it, can I mount it on the stack decoupler? It won't tear the ship apart when I decouple, will it? It'll either come off too or be useless? I don't know. Damper strength 1, spring strength 1. I don't have a point of reference. Deploy shield. I don't know what that is. Is it like a heat shroud? I'm assuming. Alright. So we still need to get to the upper atmosphere. For that, I'm thinking, before I look at chat, I think we're going to want 2 of these, and either the swivel, probably the swivel for control, or a Reliant. I don't think I have RCS thrusters either, do I? I don't. Ooh. This is going to be fun. Thanks for coming in, King Akira. Probably left already. Going to the moon today. Trying to make the smallest and most fuel-efficient lander. Worthy goal. Thanks. Always good to see you. Carrier has good vacuum ISP. Well, for the weight, 60 versus 215 or 240. So I might be missing something there. So maybe I should ask, what is ISP? It's not coming to me. Like heat shields, yeah. But we're not docking, so I don't think we need the precision. It would just be really nice to have. EVA to the hatch from the surface can be tricky on the moon. Yeah, we did that in training, and it took us over 10 minutes, I think, to get back in the ship. Good old Valentina. Maybe we should take her on this trip instead of Jeb, so she can get some experience. The fuel efficiency. Oh. Did they cover ISP in training? Trying to look at the ISP comparisons here. 345 versus 320 and 310. Okay. Alright. So, well, this is going to be a little top heavy, isn't it? But I still need my engines to not interfere with the landing. Or do I? You can land on the engines and then still take off, if I'm not mistaken. Mainly user error. The trouble getting back to the hatch. Didn't have a ladder, so I had to use the jetpack, and it was kind of hard to start far enough away from the ship so that you don't. So Valentina wasn't bumping her head as I ascended, and then moving forward at the right time, and then was it B, I think, whatever the letter it is, to grab the ship so that she could go back in. It was a bit of a pain, but I think I said, okay, 2 more tries and then I got it. And I can't lie because, you know, there's evidence. That was probably Kerbal day 2 or 3. If you want to torture yourself through that. Alright, don't know if we want the swivel or the Reliant. Probably I'm guessing we want the swivel for the accuracy. And what's the difference here? Max temperature, tolerance. That all looks fairly similar. Ejection force. So is it just the size? Twice the size of the next leading brand, so that's going to be like way too big. Way. That should all be fine. So that's what I'm thinking, and then like a monster lowest stage with probably 3 thumpers, fourth of the fuel. Wow. Tipping can be a problem on the moon, so take the time to find a flat spot, bottom of a crater, but yeah, or have a good wide base with landing gear. Yeah, I mean, we could lower these and then put the landing gear on the outside of these. That would work, wouldn't it? Put the that's not in there yet. Start that. About 4 times. It'll even let me. No, it won't. Alright, do one there. Alt click. And do one there. I can't see if I've got my height right. Something like that. That doesn't extend far enough down though. That's not going to keep us from tipping over. And I don't think we can get it that low. Wow, barely. Is that even going to work? Will that work? be pretty nifty if it did. I don't know what the if it's going to survive the heat of upper atmosphere ejection. $1,200 degrees. What is our... Where did it go? I don't even know where that is. Utility? Yeah, utility. And skin, so they stick out a little bit more. And if we land sideways, we're still probably going to tip over. Oh, and there'll be a... oh, there's no engine under here, is there? So, that still doesn't reach the ground. So, do that, and that. Is that on there? Okay, that looks good. Alright, so that should work. I think. See if you can get away with a Terrier for the second stage. Got the swivel here. I don't know if I have that much control. It will be mid and upper atmosphere for most of that. But we can try it. Where do we want to put the fins? So many fins. Right, from here. Wait. Decouple. And throw on some fuel. Now I'm guessing we'll want to swivel here. I don't know, 3 thumpers? That's right. That doesn't look right. Okay. Wow, that looks weird. So we're going to press V. We're going into the center of the fuel tanks. Alright, so, wow, okay, that's way off. Look at that. So, let's hit V. And V. Okay, so this is extended and they don't reach down past the engines themselves, which pretty much makes them useless. If you want this more over, darn it. Right? No, that is not right. That was way off. Is that right? That looks right. like this needs to come back a little bit. That's a bit better. But then height-wise, they look like they're still alright. So we'll use the move tool, select part, and move it down, down, down. How far can I go before it becomes inviolable? See, that can't be right. That won't work, will it? Should I just assume that that'll work? I would think that it would need at least 2 points of contact. And if I were thinking realistically, even while this is in contact, it's going to get overheated by the engine maybe? Or is that not a legitimate Kerbal concern? What did I do? Let's go up a snap. Gonna work? Okay. That, see, and that's the same. Got like 3 inches of extension. Is this the problem? That should work, shouldn't it? Without the snap, I'm not sure that I'm getting exactly the same. Okay, that is higher than this one. There we go. That should do that. Whew. Still pretty wonky. Let's see. Move tool right. We got that. I'm sure my staging is all jacked up. This engine is this one, right? So we want that here, but we'll want to do it on a lower burn. And that'll continue, and when we hit this, we want to ignite that engine. And then when we hit, wait a minute. Okay, yeah, that's that one. So when we hit this one, we want to ignite these engines. And then we'll want these when we get back into the atmosphere. And if we have this set right, oh, but this will be kind of heavy, so we probably ought to have an extra chute. Or at least a drogue chute. Because how much does that even weigh? Not payload, it's utility, right? So this weighs 1 ton. This weighs 0.84 tons. So we will need at least 1 extra chute and a drogue chute, I think. Or at least 1 extra chute. And that might even be kind of pushing it. Or we could go with 2 regular chutes. Radial mounted. That's also utility. It seems like that would interfere with the hatch. No one cares about the hatch. Probably mount them down here too. That should work. I'll use the mouse wheel to scroll in and out. That's not the default action. Alright, Deb John saying, yeah, maybe 2 radial drogues and 2 regular chutes. Yeah, the radial chute. I don't know that we'll need the drogues, but sure couldn't hurt to have them, other than cost, and they'll automatically be recovered. Oop. Alright, minimum pressure. I think around 40. And then minimum pressure on these. I think I've got the other one set for 68.68. In the passenger module, in the chutes on the... that's a good idea. So, okay, so blocking the hatch is actually a bad idea, not just a cosmetic. That might be a little uncomfortable for our astronauts, but okay, boom, 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 boom. So, do we need fins? And do we need 2 sets of fins, or 3, or 1? One on top of the other? I don't know if I can get them back now. Yeah, those are... I guess I could take the crew cabin... Well, I'd have a lot to take off there before I could get those out. Oh, this is thirsty work. Reminds me of that time I was using that shovel. Them's was times. It's actually a little bit low. That should be fine. And then for the upper atmosphere. What was that you told me to do? Hold V? Or click and hold V? I've already forgotten. Well, hovering. Alright. Are we ready to shoot for the moon? This is going to be hilarious when I try to land and fail repeatedly. Don't need air fins for this. Are we ready to go? What am I forgetting? Got crew members. Should we take Bill or Matley? Lego Saturn V. You have a Lego Saturn V? That's impressive. Somebody put your post about the girders earlier on a previous show, I think. I did see that, using those instead of landing gear because they are stronger. It's an idea. Especially if I could pitch them out so that. Oh, Bill and Matley. Matley's gonna be so scared. Oh, in this chat? No, I didn't. Oh, a boat. King Akira, the thing about questions is you have to know what to ask before you can actually get the help you need. And mostly Hanyohime is keeping me from making too many mistakes. So I want to ask you lots of things, but it'd be like, what am I missing here? That's my number one question. Or suggestions for you. Oh my goodness. No, because you're already making the base for refueling, and I don't know if you can, if there's a game outside the Kerbal system, or if the game extends beyond the Kerbal system. You know, if you can go galaxy wide, or if it's just the solar system. Yeah, I haven't gotten deep enough to even, again, too ignorant to ask a good question. Oh, that is a good suggestion about using the girders. DevJohn on Twitch suggesting that I attach girders vertically and radially mounted, and then lower those and attach the landing gear to the girders. That's an excellent idea. I'm not sure I'm quite picturing what you're saying, but that would get the gear lower. That'd be a backup plan for if the gear fails. It might give me a wider stance, as long as they don't melt off in the upper atmosphere on our exit. No galaxy without mods? Okay. Let's see. Oh. So I wish I had a suggestion for you, because you could probably come through. Because I actually saw someone used a mod that modeled the Earth solar system rather than using the Kerbal, and they did a Mars trip and back, and there's so many rockets. It was weird and phenomenal. Let's see. Slimmer, easier to make, fun. Generally slim and short as possible is efficient, I think. Yeah, I don't know. We're looking at artichoke rocket design. It's very good to go to the moon early on. You shed off small rockets as you go. Oh yeah, that explains the name. Gear would be lower and stronger with that girder design. I like it. We're gonna take a look at that. DevJohn also saying you can also right-click on the landing legs and stiffen them a bit. Yeah, I saw the settings, but I wasn't sure. So you can increase the strength, but if you make it too strong, would that make it too? So the spring strength should be stiffness, right? And we've got a big lander here, and then the damper strength. I imagine we want that up a little bit too. So I can't quite see what that looks like. Let's see. Asparagus. Well, I think the idea is, well, with asparagus, it's the top that has the parts you would shed. With an artichoke, that'd be the whole thing is shedding. Oh, it is asparagus? Let's see. Control Alt and F12, and you can select to display biome. One of the mods that Hanyuhime recommended shows a heads-up display that shows what biome you're currently over. Yeah, more legs would probably be simpler, because if you set it wrong, it will crash or just bounce you off the surface. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that sounds like something that I might want to use F5 a lot to investigate. Alright, let's see what we can do with the girders. Actions. Oh, I forgot about action stages. Like if you want to set up an abort. I remember that. I don't remember who was training or the Scott Manley. Is his name Scott? Yeah, Scott Manley video. Crew build. Alright, girders. Everything says squad now. Is that the oh, where is it? I almost forgot about this. It's the Kerbal engineering system. That'll give me that heads-up display. So I'm glad you said something. Oh, I don't want radial. Single, and then we can push it in. There we go. Hopefully that won't get in the way. But we have an engineer on the flight, so we don't actually need that, do we? Am I wrong about that? Oh! Those aren't girders? Module girder segment. Those won't work? They're pretty heavy too, aren't they? 0.1 tons? Ugh. Would you do it like this? That doesn't look like it's going to work. Okay. This is not leg. Whoa, that wants to work, but I don't think that's going to help. That's just like a mess. What does that connect to? Oh, that's not going to help. Well, if I could do that, and then rotate this. Uh-huh. Probably not. There's a maybe. Oh, but it wants to mount to the bottom. Is that what I want? Nope. Oh boy. No. Yeah. Woof. This looks like one of those good ideas that I don't know how to make it work. What are my dogs barking at? Ooh. Had a little spice on my fingertip from eating dinner. Scratch my eye. Not a good time. This is comical. Give me something easy like a Rubik's Cube. Alright, well I think this is how I had it, and it didn't want to connect the way I wanted it to. Well, can I connect it? No. I figured since the ball is on that side that it would connect more easily, but no. What if I do it a different way? What would be a different way? If we try to do the same thing but inverted. Will that work? That appears to be superior. And then... oh, it didn't do it in duplicate. So let's move this over here for now. Do this. What? Oh, phooey! I don't know if I can get it back to the way I had it. Man, those dogs barking. If I can get this to rotate. Ooh, like that. But I meant to do it in duplicate. There we go. Is this what we have in mind? Except twice, and then mount. Is that what we have in mind? Oh my goodness. Oh, excellent comments. Oh, such girder, very brace. Alright, he may say, no need for the girders, I just add weight, which let's see, and your legs are strong enough. Girders are also super ugly. Okay, it's true. Very yes, this is a rocket, not a game of Tetris. Hong Kong Phooey, #1 super guy. I haven't seen that in probably a couple years. I think I had an episode of Hong Kong Phooey on not too long ago. Scatman Crothers. Alright, let's degirder. Oh, Hanyuhime, if I have an engineer like Matley, do I still need the chip? I don't think I do. but I'd like to hear it from you. And that is not where I left it. So we take this. Let's see. We got our overhead just about right. We use the V. Is that right? V. Hover. V. Nothing's happening. So I've clearly forgotten what you told me before. Or is it? You have to click it? Wait, why isn't it clicking? Oh, because I'm on crew. Good times, good times. Right, hover V. Not doing anything. Click V. No. That looks like it's too far this way. Yeah. About right. That's about right. Use the move. Bring it down. That's a little low. Oh, I'm gonna snap. That looks about right. What am I missing? Let's see, no need for the chip if you have Kerbal Engineer. You can also add parachutes above the side fuel tanks under the aerodynamics so you can separate it later in atmosphere. Mouse over and V, no clicking. I thought I tried that. It's mouse over. We got the snap off this time. The snap was on before. And V is not doing anything. Maybe it's already perfect? I don't know. It worked before. I saw it. So are we talking the nose cone parachutes or the radial mount parachutes? Well, that's a drogue. We got the radial mount parachutes down here. So yeah, I could like mount them on the top here and then sink them down under. Would they still deploy? That wouldn't deploy, would it? But I could put these on here instead of these. What are you doing, dog? Go lay down. Go on. Well, basically I'm planning on, once we're on a dedicated re-entry, I'll probably burn off most of the fuel to reduce speed, and then jettison. We've got the heat shield under the crew compartment. So having the extra parachutes here, yeah, I don't know if you noticed, we've got the radial decouplers for the engines. So once we get back into a dedicated descent to Kerbin, oh, someone's here, to the dedicated re-entry and burn off most of the fuel, if not all of the fuel, to slow the descent, then we'll jettison these, and a good time will be had by all. There'll be much champagne popping. Alright, so we've got this. I think we're ready to go. Let's see, our atmospheric is going to be stages. We need to check our stages too. So these will be stage 5, and that's going to be 1600. And then our stage 2 will be, let's go ahead and retract these. I'm going to hit G, that'll do all of them, right? Not just, yeah, okay. Answered my own question. Let's see. So this one will be 2000. So that's almost enough for an orbit, but not quite enough. Then we'll have, well, these are stage 2. Hello, dear. Okay, there's not a lot, but let's see. This is not atmospheric. So that should be plenty for orbit and beyond. And we can throttle these down. Alright, I think, are we ready to go? We've got our standard science experiments. I don't think we have anything we haven't done yet. Barometer, goo. What is this? Storage unit. Old snack boxes were also really effective at storing mystery goo and data tapes. So I don't know what the data tape does. I think, is that what they mean by data tape? Let's see. Experiment storage unit to keep Kerbal knots. Bring their valuable science back to Kerbin while avoiding hazards of re-entry, rough landings, and Jeb's piloting skills. Hey! Jeb's our savior. Jeb will save us. Don't tell anyone, but it's actually just a chip version of Fancy Box, flashing lights, blah blah blah, so many things. And then the Science Junior. What does this do? Cutting edge, self-contained laboratory. Have you ever wondered what happens? So, how much does it weigh? 0.2 tons? So we want to collect the data. How is it resettable but it's not rerunnable? It requires electric charge, cleanup cost 1. And does this just give us some kind of general science, or do you have to add something to the Science Junior? Like, would you put would I put these experiments inside the Science Junior? What is the Science Junior for? Because it seems like, where is that payload? Why can't I find payload? Service bay. Protecting delicate instruments or storing small surface components such as RCS tanks, batteries, etc. So, what's the difference? Can you put experiments in there? Help me out! The main question being, do I want a Science Junior or not? And how much does it cost? Only 1800. So do I want to return with it? Well, I don't have any place to mount it except for under the crew cabin. Alright, well, I'll just plan on bringing it. Is that the heat shield? Yeah. Oh, I just wonked everything up, didn't I? Now I need to move those engines down. Don't I? How do I do a stage? Is that stage 2? Alright, okay, so our engines are roughly at the center of gravity. So that should be fine, right? Let's see. The service module and powerhouse to fuel, batteries, life support equipment. Yeah, on the way up I'm planning on going low throttle on the liquid until we jettison, mainly there for steering. Although these tail fins I would hope will do the job. And then when we jettison our solid fuel, then I'll throttle up on the main engine. Then we'll jettison that, and by then we should be above 30,000. And then we'll continue with this booster until our apoapsis is, I want to say, 80 to 85 kilometers. And then we will coast. We'll cut the engines and then coast. Once we get above 70 or so, then we'll probably either make a stable orbit, or depending on the moon position, go straight for the moon shot. But we'll probably go for the orbit first. Then we should be just about out of fuel, or maybe out of fuel and need to finish that job with our upper boosters. Hopefully not, but they've got enough fuel that I'm pretty sure that if we're anywhere near orbit, we should be able to get to the moon and back with the fuel we have there. Gulp. That's not intimidating. Okay, landing gear's ready. We've got to fix the staging, don't we? Alright, this is the lower main, so that goes in there as well. Gonna jump those off. When that finishes burning, we'll detach that and ignite the one above it. Alright, so I guess we don't need this stage, but I think we can use it because we will want to get rid of these at some point. And I think we set the drogue chutes already. Set that a little bit thinner. Set that a little bit higher. And then I've got these set for 7. Probably 6.5 would be better. And 12 to 1500. And then this one to 6.8 or 70. Yeah, we'll go with 6.8 because if we land over land, then we'll actually want to then go for a thinner minimum pressure. Alright. Do we need solar panels? Do we need communications? Oh, we don't have solar panels. Joke's on us. We should have plenty of battery if we don't transmit. And I don't think we need to transmit. Holds 2 quadruple A batteries and holds a maximum charge of 100 units. I wonder what a unit is. Milliampere? So, I think we are ready to go. I don't feel ready. Wait, what are these? That's that one and that one. Okay. But that says there's two. Am I... I feel like I need to make sure that's not jacked up. Alright. That's not right. Yeah, phooey. That looks right. Or close. Okay. Should we light the candle? Fuel cells? What? Do we need more fuel cells? We have fuel cells. What's the fuel cell? Fuel cell. Is a fuel cell something different than a I think you're trying to confuse me. And you don't have very far to go. Thermal. When will we use these radiators? That's something I want to know. I don't think it's going to matter for this trip. And we don't want communications because we'll burn up our battery. We'll burn out our battery. I guess we can just go. See what happens. You gonna let us launch? Okay. We don't have too many parts. Let's see. We want to start with a little bit of throttle. Can wait. Oh, is that the one you have to turn ore into fuel or something like that? Okay. This is intimidating. Alright. It's not like anyone's watching. Save game. What do we call this rocket? First lunar? I'm not forgetting anything, am I? We'll find out. Let's find out what I'm forgetting. Give it a little bit of tilt. Oh, it's got the SAS. Target about 70. Alright, watching the fuel. First, Munster. That'd be a good one. Or Herman Munster. Oh, too late now. Preparing to stage. 6,000, 7,000 meters. Looks like we'll clear 9. Or 10. Alright, and then something went wrong. We lost the engine. I could stage here. We obviously want to start over. I lost the engine when we decoupled. I'm showing 3 pieces are falling. Oh, 4. Where's the instant replay? Alright, back to the drawing board. Let's take a look here. When we decoupled... oh, I don't know if the fins survived either. When we decoupled... I didn't decouple too soon, did I? We can try lowering these engines, maybe? If I put a strut in there... I don't think that'll help. Let's see here, move this up a little bit. I feel better, so much better. Try that lower. Probably higher is what we need, but he doesn't want to go that low. How low can you go? Let's see, what do we think here? I think the boosters collided with... I think so too. And I'm not sure how to prevent it. Maybe coast a little bit before ejecting them. I could put drogue chutes on them so that... no. That wouldn't work fast enough anyway. So I'm hoping that lowering the coupling will cause them to eject more outward, because if they, well, the fins will have drag on them, and if they're not connected to the central, they may push them, pinch them inwards at the bottom. In which case, mounting the solid fuel higher would be safer, if that's what happened. On the other hand, if they fell inwards, then they could have hit it on the way down. But I think what probably happened was they pinched in at the bottom when they decoupled. So I think I actually want to try... Oh, I can't go too high, can I? Let's try doing those higher. There's also the threat... Oh, let's see, grab a lower... There's also the threat that when these decouple, that they will go higher. Higher. That'll work. It looks like that'll work. Our engines are roughly the same. Oh, we're going to be on the lower one here. I should still, yeah, we'll see what happens. So yeah, when these decouple, they may hit these control fins, which could be a problem. Did I mess up my staging? That looks like that's still good. The upper one. Yeah, so that decouples, these ignite, and I've got my heat shield under here, right? Heat shield, okay. Click! Alright, that's all one piece. Let's try again. So yeah, if they pinched in, this is the right move. If it was something completely different, or they pinched in at the top, then this is not the right move. Alright, start with... No, I don't think we need the stabilization to start with. Throttle up to about 1/3. Probably even a little less than 1/3. I could also try... Well, changing the throttle at the time before the decoupling might have some impact, but I'm not quite sure what. So, away we go. That's a maybe. Let's try this again. I don't know how to spell Herman. We'll know soon enough. Oh, whoa, 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 too far. Alright. Hit a F5 when we get down under a third left on the solid fuel. F5. Preparing the stage. Staging. Alright, that was better. And throttle up. Probably should have gone to the throttle up a little faster there. 16. How are we doing on fuel? Looks pretty good. Oh, not as good as I thought. Squirm. I'm going to tilt over a little bit more. Oh, we seem to be out of fuel. That's our apoapsis, 61. Herman would be a good pelt. I don't even know if I need this, the fins up here. Oh, we should be getting close to having our apo. No, I think I tilted over too soon. Alright, coming up on apoapsis of 80. Fuel's not looking as good as I would like. Oh, we are not pointed in the right direction. Well, that fuel doesn't grow on trees. Very soft. Is it softer than chinchilla? Yeah, getting ready to cut engines. So much fuel use. I'm going to cut the engines. Oh, well, we're already up over 70. So I should have started my turn already. Apoapsis is not changing. I think I'm too shallow. The apoapsis is going down. And my prograde, yeah, I went too shallow too soon, I think. My prograde is still below the horizon. I think this one is going to be an or bust. Oh, what's up with those dogs? And we are falling a lot. I wish I had looked at that sooner. If I were playing hardcore, this would be an abort. All right. So I think the engineering was okay. I think it was the piloting and the trajectory that was wrong. I should have known something was wrong when the prograde was so far down from our pointedness where we were pointing. Boop, boop, boop. Let's see when they separate if they flare out at the top. Something's exploded. I think I was looking in the wrong direction. Alright, we're making good time. That was a good ascent? Yeah. Well, Jebediah is feeling something. Bob seems okay. And let's... Yeah, Bob seems pretty good. Did I just run out of fuel? Stage! That's 80. I think I'll get a little bit higher this time before I... Well, see, my prograde is already over here, which should be okay. Our speed is dropping. Oh, that's our orbital speed. Our speed is dropping. 72. All right, we're above the atmosphere. Let's just do this. Turn into the prograde. Fix it, Bob. Or Jeb. Oh, we need to flatten a lot more, don't we? Oops. What does F do? I was just hitting F. I don't know what it does. $91. What do we need for... What's our minimum escape velocity? Or minimum orbital velocity? We should be able to coast. No, because our velocity is dropping. Well, apoapsis looks like it's staying the same. This feels wrong. Maybe this engine doesn't have enough thrust for what we're putting on top of it. once again our prograde is dropping more than it probably should. Apoapsis is increasing, but dang. We're going to get through most of our fuel here. Oh, we are over 100. But we need more radial out. And speed seems to be increasing. Apoapsis is still increasing. But I'm pretty sure we're going to get through our fuel before we get where we need to be. So, well, we're rapidly approaching our Apoapsis. Wow, thanks for the music. Was that because we just hit a certain point in altitude? And we're dropping. And we're at full throttle. Stage it away. Alright, now we're going up. We're out. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Just need to lose a few pounds. Now we're getting to the point where we could probably coast a little bit. Alright, let's save some fuel. Whew! We could try to stabilize the orbit, or let's see what a moonshot looks like from the Apoapsis. Goodness gracious. More delta V in the lower stage. So maybe 4 thrusters to get us off the ground, or a less efficient engine, like the Swivel or Reliant. Add maneuver. Oh, the moon's all the way over here. That's going to be a problem. Easy does it, boy. Easy does it. Alright, and then if we swing that around... Ooh! Well, we get an interaction at least. More liquid fuel. Well... Yeah, the 4 boosters would get us higher before our separation, and faster. But it seems like when we were in that mid to upper atmosphere, we didn't have, that's where we were really lacking the thrust we needed, because our prograde was dropping over, suggesting that we didn't have enough thrust to deal with the gravity. And in some ways, I think it worked in our favor, because it got us sort of on target for our orbital shot, but I think it did more harm than good. So I think at that point we needed more thrust. So we could have gone for if we had added another fuel tank, we'd have had a longer burn. But it's kind of like we're delaying the target of being less influenced by the gravity in the atmosphere. So getting to that point, that higher atmosphere, that 70 to 80 kilometers sooner, would give us more directional control as well. It's hard to say. What we had was good enough, but more thrust, I think, would have been better, and a longer burn on the second stage, or even, was that the third stage? Yeah, because we had the efficient rocket. I don't remember what it was called, but the efficient engine in the third stage, I guess is probably the best thing to call it. Okay, I'm not sure what I'm seeing here. This looks like it's a encounter, but it's not a change of SOI. Is this what we want? That seems like that's way too much. I need to set the target, don't I? How do you do that? That's how you do that. Okay, this looks like it might work. I don't know how to read all these little things. Go back to our, there we go. Increase or decrease the prograde burn. Whoa, that didn't look right. I can't see everything at the same time. That's the problem. A problem. I don't know if it's the problem. So there's a pincer, and that's at the other pincer. Closest approach, 3,000 kilometers. That's pretty good. And where do we get our sphere of influence change? It looks like right there is what. Whoa, those are really far apart. Why are those so far apart? Something's happening there. Okay, that doesn't look right. Uh-oh, we're actually closing in on our maneuver. I can't tell if I'm dragging on the position or something else here. It looks like I messed up my maneuver somehow. To set target. Oh, it is set. Alright. So if we move that. Live stream goal. Create a rocket that orbits the sun without blowing up or crashing. Failing. Well, pretty much all you have to do is escape Kerbin's orbit without being picked up by one of the moons. And that should just about do it. Okay, that doesn't look like that's helping. That doesn't look like... Oh, there we go. A little bit better. Ooh, I don't know what the green ellipsis is. Oh, is it changing our... how do I keep changing our normal? Why do I even have an ascending-descending node? Am I hitting normal, anti-normal on accident? Still the target? Still the target. Alright. That's some prograde. And some basil. Whoa, that's pretty close. 3,000. That's where we had it before, wasn't it? So we can inch that in a little bit. Okay, we've got a sphere of influence change, looks like. And if we move that, it doesn't change the separation for some reason. It actually increases it. 24. Not sure why that doesn't change. But now, well, now I've got ascending, descending again. I'm just going to set up a prograde maneuver. Oh, because... so we do need to set up a... Alright, we're coming around here, ascending node, so we need to do a... I don't even remember how to do this. That's too much, obviously. I'm just eyeballing it. I can't be good. Shouldn't there be something that says... That doesn't give me the information I need, does it? Home and transfer? Well, I can't even see what the, well, I can't access this from here. Alright. I can't see what our angular difference is. So, I don't know how to fix it except for trying to eyeball it. Trash that, start over. Oh, there it is. Ascending node, -7, +7, so we need to set up a maneuver here. So that we can reduce that. Okay. I don't know what I did wrong last time, but pretty close, pretty close, pretty close. That's still positive 0.1? It can't possibly... No, no, no. Are we just not going to get to 0? Alright. Go to 1 and then a little past. Alright, and then let's also add the prograde. Whoopsie. I'm going to do it this way because I have to do the maneuver at the ascending node to maximize the accuracy of the... I can't even remember what that's called. But to get our orbits on the same flatness, same elliptical. So is that one? Alright. Goodness gracious. Alright, how far do we have? We've got... that's only 3 minutes away. So... let's... oh, I just needed the nav ball, didn't I? Let's orient target. I can't orient target! Urgh. Jeb, get some training. Give it a little nudge. A little more nudge. Actually, that's pretty close, alright. We got 2 minutes. Two minutes I can probably use. Say some prayers or something. "35-second burn." So we'll want to do a full burn. Oh. We'll want to do a full burn. There we go. Yeah, nope. Darn it. I can't quite get that to stay where I want it. There we go. Oh, it's time to burn. Full burn coming up. Wow. That's a lot of delta V. The camera is confused. Am I out of fuel? Am I out of frickin' fuel for the whole trip? What did I do? We should have still been ascending. We were outside the atmosphere. Oh, these guys look happy. What's it look like inside there? Oh, we're just surrounded by fire. It's a good time. What went wrong there? I don't know how we lost all that altitude. I didn't even think to pay attention to it. We were above the atmosphere. We had an apoapsis that was like 160 kilometers. We should not. That was a disco inferno. Alright, little green men. Actually, we should probably go back in and either add an extra fuel tank or a less efficient engine. This is the Terrier. These are carriers too, right? Oh, yeah, that's fine. We may also need more fuel. It may not be one or the other, it may be both. Let's see, stage, decouple, that continues to burn, decouple there, and okay, staging's right. Alright, throttle up. Really don't even need that much. Start throttling up about 5,000 meters, I think. Gulp. What am I forgetting? SAS, throttle. That should be it. More power. Might be starting my turn a little too early. Yeah, I think also we're not getting enough oomph there. Throttle as we run out of the solid fuel, and separating. I think they crashed into each other. Oh, yeah, we're getting a nice ascent. The fuel's almost gone. We're up high enough, I'm not sure these fins are doing any good. Alright, if we can get clear of the atmosphere. Fuel's going fast. Cut engine. That was probably a mistake. Dropping fast on velocity. Oh man, we need to flatten that out. And do we just run out of fuel again? Oh my goodness. We did not turn early enough. In some ways better. Fuel, oh my goodness. I'm not sure if we have enough for the trip there. I didn't realize how high we'd gotten. I think we'll gain some more altitude, although we're already so high up. 171. burp. It shows that our orbital speed is decreasing. Oh, because we're fighting gravity. I forgot my physics there. We should have just waited to approach the apoapsis so we get a more efficient lateral burn. How's our fuel looking? I don't think we have enough for the trip. Not for the round trip anyway. And yes, yeah, we're slightly declining. But our ascending node is still inside the planet. You're back! Or are you just skipping back and forth? I hear a jet outside. So we've got a pretty good alignment. Maybe I should have tried to set up a maneuver from here. Oh yeah, we're starting to fall. But then you miss out on the fun if you turn off the sound. Oops, I'm already... Oh yeah, we're out of fuel. Another failure! Alright, so what went wrong that time? Let's see. When we got to the upper atmosphere, I was still too vertical in my ascent. So we ended up using a lot of fuel. Probably still use a little bit more fuel on our lowest stage. But if we're using, that's the swivel and that's the Reliant. We'll probably use the Reliant here. 240 versus 215. Because if we have these fins, we don't need the... What I'm trying to say is if we have the fins for steering control, then we don't need the gimbal of the swivel. And we're better off with the better thrust. Of course, at sea level 205 versus 167, so significantly better, both ASL and in the vacuum. Oh, work in progress. I've been trying to launch this one shoot. You're just saying that to make me feel better. Yeah, there is a lot of fail till you don't going on here. Oh, crikey. I'm just staring at this because I don't know if I'm emotionally ready for another launch. Oh, okay. I don't think I have the reaction wheel yet. But these fins, once these are engaged, or once we get to the point where we're using these, we are definitely upper atmosphere, and I don't think they're, or later, and I don't think they're doing much good. I'll try to keep an eye on that this time around. So this time for sure. Alright. Thanks, Marva. You're assuming too much. There might not be a success. Thanks for the best wishes. And thanks for stopping in, Akira. Oh boy. I have it? Under command and control? Or... yeah, it wouldn't be aerodynamics. Not in utility. Science. Communications. Electrical, thermal. No, I'm pretty sure I don't have it. I think it's like the next thing to unlock. Oh, you're not leaving? What were you talking about then? Oh, it's been real. Okay. A lot of times people say it's been real when they're as a way of saying goodbye. So I mistook what you were saying there. Command and control. I don't have anything in command and control. Let's save this real quick and go out to the tech tree. And I believe what we're looking for is right there. Small incline reaction wheel. And I don't think I have one from earlier research. So that's next. But we're a ways from getting that. Where's my science? 0.5? Whew. Yeah, we're a little bit away from getting that. Oh, it's... Now you tell me. You don't think that Jeb can just keep us pointed in the right direction? Oh yeah, well, that might be hard to land without RCS and... my original plan was just to orbit the moon and return. That's what my mission is anyway. Would that give me 45 science? If I have an engineer or a scientist in the crew compartment? So maybe I should ditch the landing gear and shed like what, total of a ton? It's at point. Oh, those are pretty lightweight. Go to the moon, you fall over, you're screwed. Well, if we have this reaction wheel, you just really. I did have one successful moon landing in the training mode. That would be useful. Finally, angular momentum working for me instead of against me. But we've got to do something to get the science points, and I think we've done everything except... I don't know if I've done an orbit yet. I think I did. I think that's what we did yesterday. It's also hazy. So I think we've got to do a moonshot, even if we just change sphere of influence and come straight back. And the way the fuel's been going, I don't think we're going to have enough to land anyway. can't remember if I upgraded science or not. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. Oh, it's still level 1, but it's 500,000. And we're a little ways off. That's a lot of observational flights. So, but by going to level 2, well, that says I need an astronaut complex upgrade for off-world EVA surface samples. So I'll have to upgrade this and that. Resource transfer available. I'm not even sure what that means. I know what it means, I just don't know what it means here. And then astronaut complex upgrade. Well, I could do that now. Let's see, now we can have 5 Kerbals. They can disembark on Kerbin only. Can perform EVAs. Kerbals on EVA can place flags. So I'm going to need that before I go to the moon. Before I land on the moon. And then I can't do surface samples until I also upgrade research and development. Alright, I've gone to the line, and then you can move with tires or just walk over to various buildings. I've done EVA reports and crew reports pretty much everywhere. Maybe not the administration building. So if I upgrade the astronaut complex, then I can take... No, I still can't do soil samples until I upgrade R&D, right? No, that says off-world surface samples, so well, we gotta upgrade this eventually anyway. Let's upgrade it now. And if I... Oh, let's save this. If we go out to the launch pad and do an EVA, is he going to fall to his death? Let's see. Climb out, let go. Oh. He's not moving. Okay, let's try the W key. He's moving. So, I haven't tried to do a soil sample. I haven't really... What is that? Can we recover that? What do I... He fell again. Get up, ding dong. Alright, let's see if we can do a soil sample here. I'm guessing we right click on the Kerbin. Got EVA report or plant flag, and EVA report 0 science. So it can... I don't see a way to do a surface sample. Do I need to buy a shovel from the store? Let's see, 10th atmosphere goo. Oh, for each and every building. I cannot make tires. Can I recover... Oh, it doesn't even show up now. Alright, I can recover this at least. We did something. We were doing a lot of that with the plane. But I didn't... Oh, I don't know what my maximum number of pieces now, because I think this is still tier 1? Yeah, that's still facility 1, so I can only do 30 parts. I don't need all these parts though. I definitely don't need 2 sets of jets. Don't need the parachutes. Don't need that much fuel. not for just tooling around. And can I change this to a crew compartment now? I think I'm getting distracted. That'd be under utility. Oh! Put this back together again, we can look at the tech tree. I can't get lower. We have dual. Yeah, it's dual. Oops. Oh, that was it. Save that. Nope. That's what we need. Alright, so was it here? Here. So is this what you meant by tires? Just the standard landing gear? Because I know there's... Okay, I guess that's heavy landings. Medium landing gear. So I guess maybe I just misunderstood what you were saying. So I can make lightweight landing gear. Yeah, and if I have the crew compartment, then I should be able to add a scientist and an engineer. And then, oops, go back to construction. Science. Thermometer. Atmospheric. Goo. And then I should just be able to reset all of these at every building. And that doesn't do anything. I still don't know what this does. Something, I'm sure. Why not put it on there? We'll put it on there, and maybe something will happen. Mr. Blue. Can we do the Science Junior on this? I don't even know what that does. I know I want it, I just don't know why I want it. Wow, I missed. Ooh, that's a good look. Let's go for that. Ooh, ooh, don't fidget. There we go. Something's wrong here. Can you tell what it is? It's not funny. Okay. That was easy enough to write. Wow, my wings are right inside my horizontal stabilizer. Not that I'm going to be taking off, but okay, we've got... I really don't need a wing, do I? Let's just screw it. Alright. Alright, we've got engines. Let's throttle up a little bit. And ignite. Actually, we should be able to do some stuff here, right? I don't know what that did. I think we're going too fast. Oh! Where's the antenna? Communications... No, there's communications. And we'll put an antenna. Is there an advantage to... Does one of these use less battery? Packet size, electrical charge 20 per second, 20 per second, 51.4 per second. Alright, so we'll just go with standard antenna and throw a battery on there too. Is that 30 pieces? It's less than 30 pieces. Isn't it better to transmit the reports? Because I can only collect one sample at a time, right? Alright, Mr. Goo, what is wrong with those dogs? Inoperable. Dogs are crazy. Oh, don't have enough power. So, log temperature. We'll save that one. What does this thing do? I don't think it does anything. Batteries are still charging. Ooh, that's scary. Ooh, bouncy bounce. Uh-huh. Maybe I did come to the... I do... Whoopsie! Maybe I should cut power to the engine? Alright. We got 4 science. I thought we'd get more science because we had a scientist on board. Is he the only one that survived? Goodness gracious. When's the last time I saved? Well, let's see if... Okay, they're still alive. They're just very confused. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I got ambitious and I was trying to charge my battery faster. But it seems like I don't even really want to use a transmitter if it's not gonna... I'm not gonna get full science data or value. Alright, Mr. Goo. Kind of went through that too fast to see if it was going to do any good. I don't know if that's going to do any good either. And I've also got the Science Junior. So that's something. Oh, it looked like less than 70%. It looked more like 50%. So now if I reset the experiment, do I still keep what I have? Like, where are we now? Shores. If I do another temperature, log temperature, that'll overwrite the existing temperature scan. So how do I preserve that? How was it going that fast? Well, that'll give us time to discuss. So I've got to relaunch for each place I want to go. Alright, that's why I thought that transmitting would be better, but this is just a matter of making friends with patience. Alright, 7.5. So that's all the science we can get. Well, we can do a crew report, but I think we've already done a crew report here. And the brakes. Okay, and can we do an EVA? Oh, it's over here, isn't it? Doesn't want to do crew report. What does take data do? All items collected. Oh. So now if I do another one, will it overwrite? Oh, I didn't put my crew in there. That's a problem. Okay, so it looks like if I let him out, then he can store the data. And let's see what happens if we go to the next location. I'm letting myself go too fast. Is it B for brake? Apparently so. I don't think we'll go overland this time. Wait. What are we saying here? Hit the green keep experiment, you hit the gray reset button. But didn't I store the information? Alright, I think we just need to... I think we just need to end the mission. "17 science." That was my really weak Scott Manley impersonation. So we need 45 to unlock this, which will not give us better tires. But we'll get the reaction wheel. Need landing. for the better tires. I still don't know. I've seen this on the Saturn V, but I'm not sure what it does. And landing struts. Okay. More science. Is that better? And crew. Yeah, I forgot to put my scientist and my engineer in there. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, cool. Yeah, we've got to go to the moon to really get into the science biz. Are rover tires a continuation of aviation, or are they in a different branch of the tech tree? Ooh, I need to hit the brakes. Alright, we're coming up on our turn. And please keep golf carts on the pathway. Bouncy, bouncy, bounce. Can I start the... what? I can start the plane from the launch pad? How do you do that? Can we turn safely? I'm gonna hit the brakes. That was probably a good idea. Let's drive all the way over there. Where is that? 96 kilometers? That should only take the rest of the day. And with this landing gear, breeze. Alright, start from the launch pad. So this guess you're gonna have to start from the runway. Go to the launch pad. You can select launch with a space plane designed from the... Okay. Lock them up. Alright, let's go. Keep it. Pressure. Keep it. Temperature. Keep it. Material bay. Oh, that's some good science. I gotta stop doing that. Alright. Those doors. And I've got a scientist on board now. If I reset the materials bay, will I lose the report? I don't know if I did or not. I must have, because this wouldn't be 7.5 for the same location. And if we get Jeb out, and he collects data, all items stored. Oh, he just collected from there. I was obviously clicking on the wrong thing. EVA report, I think I've already been here. I have not been here before. Let's see. Read stored data. It's the material study. Save that. And then I guess we just want to board the plane again. So if that's been stored, then I could, well, I can't do everything, and I probably need to start over. So I just need to recover, go to the next, or start again, go to the next building. Yeah. Well, I thought there was a way that while you're in EVA, you could collect the data from the instruments, store it in, wow, 36. That was fast. Store it in the vehicle, and then you could use the instruments again and get more reports. Ooh, there's a lot of reputation for doing nothing. So if we go here, that's, well, it's only showing me, oh, spacecraft and spacecraft. It's not showing me, looks like that's the same thing. 53 parts in 7 stages. So it looks like it doesn't want to let me do a space plane. Hmm. Alright, so all I need to do is just go to a new area, run the experiments, do an EVA. But then I need to recover the vehicle and start over, right? I can't do all of that, go to the next place, collect more information, go to the next place. I've got to start over each time, right? Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I have to worry. It's my job. So that was the administration building. The flagpole isn't considered a separate place, is it? Oh, I'm going too fast. Again. I do not miss working on the flight line, having to listen to all those jets. What was it, the KC-135? Those were the worst. Oh, and then doing searches on the, whoa, that was too fast. On the C5s with a dog. Not a lot of fun. I had to basically break regulations to get the dog on the aircraft safely. She's not really allowed to carry your military working dog in a fireman carry. If it's not in the regulations, it's against the regulations. Oh, thank me for reminding me that I don't miss the Air Force. So slow. What is wrong with these dogs tonight? Oh, I forgot there's a bump there. Luckily, I'm driving like an old person. Coincidence? Hit the brakes! Now the biome says shores, but we know better, right? Goo. Save. Atmosphere. Temp. And Science Junior. And EVA. Nothing? Oh, yeah, I guess I've been here already. And recover. So that should get us the reaction wheel. And we got more reputation. Getting a lot of reputation. Why are we getting so much reputation? Is that this scale? I guess we're in the green, which is good. Maybe that gets us better contracts. I don't know. Alright, so that's unlocked. Now we have to argue about what I need to do next. Heavy rocketry? Poodle is huge. And it's not really good in the atmosphere. What I need is something that's good at launch, which I guess would be that. So that would be good for a moonshot to get things off the ground into the upper atmosphere. Versus, oh, but I really need RCS, don't I? Or I guess it's not as important with the reaction wheel. That's weird looking. So I don't know what we want to do next. Having a nice plane. Well, we need the ramjet to get high enough to do some of the observationals, if I'm not mistaken. But that would be nice to get some contract work. Landing gear, probably need that. That would be nice too. So, what do we need? We need a ladder, is what we need. What's this? Mobility enhancer? In some circles has a ladder. State-of-the-art vertical mobility device. Hitchhiker storage container? I don't know what this stuff does, and these hints aren't that helpful. Adapters, docking port. That, I'm not sure how far off we are from needing that. And then, the heck is that? Oh, next step in unmanned control. Photovoltaic cell. So this is our solar panel. Rechargeable battery pack. Well, that's nice. It's inline. Thermal control system. So it's like a radiator. And a flashlight, right? A strong beam of photons. That sounds more important than it is. Oh, the hitchhiker can carry 4 people? Very light, very good. Too bad you can't control the ship from inside it. Yeah, probably wouldn't survive re-entry either. Right. Octo. Unmanned control. Yeah, so if you're going to do something that's not going to get your crew any experience, but this would work. I probably just need to watch some of your videos so I can have a better idea what I need to look, what I should look forward to, what I should aim at. That makes sense. Using the flashlight for docking. If you put one on each side and point them down, their relative distance, not relative distance, but their perceived distance or overlap, or that should also give you like a three-dimensional indicator. So yeah, that. What am I looking for? I don't know. Just like having two eyes, you get better perception on how far things are. Having fun. I don't know. The fun in this game so far has been just chipping away at things until they work. Although, I mean, there's flying. That can be fun. But then it's just like, oh, it's overly sensitive. It's not that stable. It's too easy to crash. It's impossible to land. Yeah. So, I mean, that's my main interest in the aviation line right now is stability and accuracy or precision of flight and being able to land safely. Ooh, telescope. What's in there? Science. Survey scanner. It's like radar. So much fluid spectral variometer. Variometer? Or is it varlometer? It's like variometer. Things to look forward to. Alright, let's daytime. Let's collect some more stuff. Because this is exciting. This is what I owe my audience. Actually, right now, I think it's just you and me. What time is it? It's not that late. But it is a work night. School night. What's left? Should I do the flagpole, or is that not a separate one? Let's see, we did the administration, and the astronaut building, astronaut complex. So we've got the hangar, mission control, VAB. I can't remember what that's called. Tracking, R&D, launch pad. Really, yeah, and I could go down to the shores too, couldn't I? I probably did that already. That'd be worth a shot. Bouncy bounce. No, you're not. No, you're not directing me too much. Wow. Oh, brakes, 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 brakes. This is so bumpy. Try to get it a little bit of a right angle. It'll never fly. Not much, but it's something. Yeah, I'm not getting anything here. And nothing there. So I'd probably reset that. and move on to the next building. Which we're already over here, so let's go to R&D. Oops. Oh, you think I should go back for the flagpole? If I had... Oh, I didn't think about that. I could have mounted multiple instruments. I'd still only be able to do one EVA report, but I think I've done EVA reports for most of the base already. Oh, and I definitely didn't do a material report at the flagpole, but I think it's still considered the same place. And nope, nothing there. Already back up to 24. So we need the hangar, mission control, VAB, tracking, and launch pad. Time post. Dozens of it. Sense of distant planes. Something to transmit. Yeah, I mean that's what we do in real life. Once we're leaving the Viking landers, we're good enough. I think that says I have 22 parts. What is wrong with those dogs? That'll be kind of lopsided. I guess it doesn't matter since we're not taken to the air. Alright, we should be... Oh, I can only do... Oh, I can add 3 of those, can't I? Whoa, where are you going? And... Oops. Why is this so hard? I should be able to do 3 at a time now, right? As long as I don't need to do EVA reports. Well, in which case I can click on each Kerbin that's in there. Yeah, but it's kind of like I know they're real freak out, so it's kind of like there's probably a possum or an armadillo walking down the street, or someone walking their dog. They, I don't know, I guess I'm familiar enough with their barks to not be concerned overly, slightly curious. One what at a time? One dog? Or, what I'm thinking is I can just go to 3 different buildings and do 3 sets of collections and collect them all at the same time. that seems efficient to me. Maybe I'm missing something. Babies, don't get me started on babies. My 3-year-old is a very identifiable fake cry. I don't know why he continues to use it. I guess it annoys his siblings, if nothing else. And he gets a response out of them. I suppose any change in behavior is going to reinforce the behavior. Alright, goo. Mystery Science Theater. Barometer. And thermometer. So that's 4 experiments. UVA report. Oh, I guess we haven't been here before. Alright, get back in there. We'll go to the next building. Wow! Just the one? 3 months. So, start to be a little more interactive at that stage, if I remember right. It's been too long, and my kids were fairly consistent, but yeah, I think Wolfgang was the most different among the 4 of them. Alright, next goo. Next barometer. Next thermometer. And next Science Junior. Oh. Oh, okay. Wow. You have so many episodes, how am I supposed to know which one? I don't know when I have time to do anything anymore. This little hobby takes up a lot of time. I turned the brakes off already? Yeah. And then trying to find sleep and then still doing the things that I enjoy doing. And oh, and just whoa, and constantly looking for what's going to be the next thing to stream. I don't know, there's just so many games out that don't seem at all appealing. And then a few others is like, well, that looks like that could be okay, but like I've got one, I don't even play it that much anymore. It's a puzzle game, Opus Magnum, but it requires such a level of concentration that I can't even think out loud while I'm playing it. It's something I thought I'd be better at too, so I guess that's a little embarrassing. And did I forget to bring the crew? Alright, that's alright. And I thought you were supposed to get more science back if you had a scientist on your crew. Wow, 76. Nice. We have 2 more buildings to do. Launch pad and tracking station. And I guess we could try to go to the shore. I don't know if we've gotten a shore reading yet. Yeah, there's that. And then there's making yourself happy versus expectations. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not sure what I read then that made me think that was true. I definitely haven't seen any evidence to support it. So it was probably something Scott Manley said and I misunderstood. Kind of the way that I thought you could store experiments on the vehicle and then reset the instruments. Matley is not courageous. Why am I doing this? Oh, did you say 3 years old? Oh, I just totally read that wrong. Turning 3 this month. 3, yeah. Going from the terrible 2s to the terrible 3s. I forgot where we haven't been. Tracking station and launch pad, right? Well, yeah, I just maybe if I mess with it some more, watch his video again. But some of it's been pointed out to me, and I think I've observed it as well, that some of his videos are old enough that the information that's in them is no longer accurate. Oh, I thought that was a bump. That's a bump. I mean, that's how I knew to do stuff here in the first place, but... So, let's see... Oh, we'll need the money to upgrade the science building before we can do soil samples, right? Did we do... Yeah, we just did VAB. Oof! Wow. I better slow down a little bit. I better speed up a little bit. Oh, too much, too much, too much! Brake! I had a friend who used to fly remote control aircraft, and other people that flew always had a hard time flying his because the way his worked were you'd send a command, and it was like there was lag almost between what you sent and any visible change in attitude of the craft. So like most people, they were used to they'd give it a little stick this way or that way, and it would just jump to it. But his, I think the word for it was floater. So you'd have to give it a little stick and then wait to see what happened. And you just get better at predicting what was likely to happen. Am I going too fast? Oh, yes, I am. Slow down, slow down. I'm going to go uphill, so we're going to need a little throttle. That's probably too much. We can come up here, and then I could try going down to the shore, but I think I probably already have those collected from other real missions. That almost got ugly. Ooh. She into anything? Most of my kids have been into dinosaurs. My oldest has been into video games for, probably since she was 4. It's actually what got her interested in reading. Oh, I forgot the Science Junior back at the tracking station. That'll be like 7.5, won't it? There's a bumpy ride over there, too. Yeah, we've been here. And did I do barometer? Guess I've been here, too. Alright, well, I got the Science Junior at least. Yeah. I mean, it's better than Minecraft. Your flag is much better than mine. Just like, oh, I was proud of my flag. I still like it because, you know, it's the learning process. And Photoshop is just a crazy, crazy tool. There's so much to do, and anytime I accomplish something resembling what I had intended, I gotta celebrate. Derp-a-derp. Are we going downhill? I guess so, maybe a little. Maybe not, maybe so. Oh yeah, I imagine. Well, yeah, you've got a $40 outlay. How much was this game? I don't even remember. I think it was 30. But yeah, even a basic gas engine model plane, I don't imagine you could get, with remote controls, I don't imagine you could get anywhere near that for, oh, less than, oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, prediction, that's the savior. For less than like $50. Alright, Science Junior. Alright, that'll be good. And then, well, this says we're at the shores, so I imagine anywhere. Oh, brakes were off. Anywhere we collect, it's not going to give us more. So until we can do soil samples, we've probably maxed out what we can get without going somewhere. Yeah, I'm sure I must have collected. That's something. That's very little, but something. Thermometer. Hey! Gotta like that. Barometer. I'll take it. Wow. So that should put us over 100, right? Yeah, so now I've got to decide what I'm going to get next. Because we just got the reaction wheel, right? Oh, I don't know. Maybe I should sleep on it. I'm not sure I'm ready for another attempt at a moonshot. Especially since I'm going to probably want to add the reaction wheel and figure some other stuff out as well. Goodness gracious. I think I'm going to take a break, but what do I want to get next? The poodle, the at sea level's not very good. And we don't get a fuel tank that fits it. Wait, what? 568 at sea level? So, wow, this would be really good for first stage, wouldn't it? Yeah, milk that science. Thanks for keeping me company. I just got to figure out what I'm going to unlock next year and take a break for a little bit. I might watch some TV. Yeah, maybe that Punisher series. I've only seen 2 episodes of that. Let's see, is there anything in here that'll give me RCS? Or do I not need RCS if I have the reaction wheel? I don't know. I don't think we need the fuel tanks unless we're going to get the poodle. The larger engines anyway. Is that all that's in here is fuel tanks? As if that weren't enough. Well, that would be nice. All it would really do is reduce your number of parts. Advanced nose cone? Less drag due to pointy shape. Looks like I've got some reading to do. Aviation will be tempting for going out and doing those easy contracts, but I still don't think that I can get a plane high enough without adding a rocket to it. When landing, if we're going to land on the moon, then these struts might come in handy. I should probably watch some YouTube videos about that and figure it out. Of course, I could just, is there any science instruments down here? I could just add those to the plane and go out and do more observations or more tests around the base. Maybe that's what I should do. That's probably not a horrible idea. It'd be like getting one for free. I'm not really at the point where I need to take 4 additional crew members, or even 3 additional crew members. Oh, I guess they probably get experience. Ladder might be useful. Oh, I think these are the wheels you were talking about. Maybe, maybe not. This is MechJeb, which I don't think I meant to download. Maneuver planner, translation, warp helper, attitude adjustment, thrust window, RCS balancer. Once unlocked, all existing MechJeb modules will be automatically upgraded to latest firmware. Yeah, I didn't think I'd need to worry about the crew. Advanced inline stabilizer. Heavier array of reaction wheels. Oh, so that's... Well, now I wonder, does the reaction wheel drain your battery? Doesn't look like it does. No mention of it anyway. But this one also in the stats doesn't say that it does, but it says in the description that it does, so that'll be a learning experience. Lander can. Looks like the Eagle. Lightweight for non-atmospheric landers. Jebediah Kerman's junkyard. Wait a second. I think I'm seeing some corruption. Roundified monopropellant tank. For my needs, I should be able to just get away with the small reaction wheel, right? I'm not sure at what point I would need the larger one. I'm sure there will be a point, probably larger ships, or maybe increased precision, or... yeah, I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. Regularly attached RCS tank. Place anywhere 7. Running RCS port. So it's a single vector RCS. Okay. 620, 280. I'm not sure when you'd want to use this. These I know, yeah, this would come in handy. Especially for docking. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know how much better these are than a reaction wheel for different types of maneuver. Yeah, I'm running into that thing again. I don't know enough about what I'm talking about to make a coherent statement or question. Let's see, I need a larger reaction wheel. We'll use fatter and larger ship tubes. Makes sense. Yeah, oh. Yeah. So what are your thoughts? Should I just unlock the next science so I can do more experiments around the base? Or something else? Because I'm not sure. Science seems like it'd be the cheap and easy answer. If I don't get a good enough jet turbofan engine. And these don't tell me what the maximum altitude is. And that's information I could use. Intake. Alright. Oh, cool. Dogs again. I'm going to take a little break, and then I'll see if I can get you on Discord in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Alright, anyone else that's watching, or if you're watching a recording, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Hey, T-Ray. Yes, I can. No, I can hear you very well. Do you have any questions for me? Well, I think you're doing... Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think you're doing very good. Overall, there are a lot of fundamentals that I ended up finding. Like, when launching, I should do this. When landing, I should do this. But no, overall, I think it's very good. You're doing very, very good. So, anything I can do to help, just let me know. Yeah, well, everybody has alignment problems. Yeah. Well, I actually get to 100 degrees by 70 meters a second. So that's actually not too bad. So the magic number is 100 degrees, so the first 10 degrees basically, First 10 degrees at 70 meters a second, So that's a little bit right at launch. And that's basically it. And the rest is just, yeah. So that's really it. It's really simple. Well, if it's too flat, then you're just tilting too much, and it usually means that you don't have enough thrust. If you have too much thrust, you usually just go straight up, accidentally. Yeah. Well, yeah, well, you also have very bad equipment right now to begin with, so, No. Yeah, pretty much. No, I mean, you need more control equipment to do so. Yeah. Yeah. And for your prograde was well below your added. So your prograde. Well, so you should almost never ever go any direction other than east. Yeah. So as long as you're going east, you should be okay. You should almost never go any other direction other than east. Almost never. And the main reason is well, you almost don't want to do anything other than getting into orbit first. So just because, and everything comes down to because you use less fuel. Everything comes down to that. So that's the reason why you want to go east, because the planet is moving so fast. Yeah. So, and you're off by, say, a few degrees, maybe 10 degrees. That's fixable, so that's okay. So you don't have to worry about that too much. Yeah. Basically. Yep. Anywho, I have to go right now, but call me anytime if you have questions or anything, okay? Have a good day at work. See you later.